Hello and welcome to another lecture in FlowWise and AI development use FlowWise LangChain and AI development course by techlatest.net. So far we had covered a lot of things like course overview, objectives, introduction, then about the LangChain, then about the FlowWise, and then how to install setup on GCP. Now in this lecture we'll talking about like how you install setup and VM on AWS. Okay, so this is our AWS guide. You can see that setup and installation of FlowWise and LangChain on AWS. So this section describe how to launch and connect to no-code LLM and AI development using LangChain and FlowWise on Amazon Web Services. So this is our first step. Open no-code AI development using LangChain FlowWise VM listing on AWS Marketplace. If you click on this link, you will directly go on. You will redirectly here, come here. So this is the VM on AWS Marketplace. No code LLM and AI development using LangChain and FlowWise. You can check all the things like key features and use cases, other things about like pricing, usage. Okay, so you can check it out also. Now click on continue to subscribe button. After clicking on continue to subscribe button, accept the terms. Then after accept the terms, you can see that thank you for subscribing to this product. We are processing your request. And here you can see that the no code LLM and AI development using LangChain and FlowWise. Effective date is pending. Expiration date is also pending. So it will take 1 or 2 minutes to complete this process. Now let's see what is our next step. We have already completed this step, like click on continue to subscribe, log in with the credentials and follow the instructions, subscribe the product link. We have already completed. Select a reason. So we have do these things when this stuff is completed. So continue to click on continue to launch button, choose an action. You can launch it through EC2 or EC2 or website. Let's choose launch from website. Optionally change the EC2 instance type. This defaults to T2 medium instance type and 2 CPUs and 8 GB RAM. Then select the security groups. Whichever security groups you specify have ports 22 for SSH, 3389 for RDP, 80 for STD, 443 for HTTPS. Okay, so let's see what is our next step. Be sure to download the key pair which is available by default. You can create the new key pair and download it. So you can also create a new key pair, or you can also like use your old key pair. Okay, so depends on you like which one you use. And then click on launch. No code LLM and AI development using LangChain and FlowWise will be begin deploying. A summary page displays. To see this instance on EC2, click console, click on EC2 console link. On the EC2 console page, instance is up and running. To connect to this instance through PuTTY, copy the IPv4 public address, IP address. Okay, so yep, you can see that this process is completed. Now click on continue to configuration button. After clicking on continue to configuration button, you can see the fulfillment option, software version. You can select the reason according to your preference. Then click on continue to launch. After click on continue to launch, we have select choose action from website. Then your EC2 is T2 EC2 instance type is T2 large. Okay, VPC settings and other things. We have choose our default group. Then I have already key pair. You can also create a new key pair in EC2 from this button. Okay, now click on launch button. After click on launch button, you can see the message congratulations, an instance of this software is successfully deployed on EC2, and you can view this instance on EC2 console. If you click on this link, so you can see the EC2 management console. Then after this, you can see that I have two instances and one is running. So give name here FlowWise AI. Okay, so this is our instance name. And after giving instance name, click on instance ID. After clicking on instance ID, you can see the instance state is running. You can see the public IPv4 address, private IPv4 address. Then here you can see the details, status, and alarming, monitoring, security, networking, and storage tags. Okay, so these are the things you can check it out also this. And then you can see a lot of things here in VM instance summary, and your VM name is FlowiseAI. Let's see what is our next step. So we have already completed these things like key pair, click on launch. We have already completed a summary page display to see the instance. EC2 console link, click on EC2 console. We have already completed. Then on the EC2 console page, instance is up and running. To connect to this instance through PuTTY, copy the public IPv4 address, and after public copy the public IP4 address, open the PuTTY, paste the public IP address and browse your private keys you download while deploying the VM. I have not downloaded my private key because I have already on my system. If you create a new key pair, if you want to create a new key pair, or so you can download the key pair also on your system, which you will use in PuTTY. Okay, and if you have already downloaded the key pair, like I am using my old key pair, so I have already downloaded on my system, so I am using that one. Okay, so if you are creating new key pair, so you have download the key pair also. Okay, so open the PuTTY, paste the public IP address and browse your private keys you download by deploying the VM by going to SSH auth credentials, click on open, enter Ubuntu as user ID. So search about PuTTY, and after a search about PuTTY, copy the public IPv address, public IPv4 address, open the PuTTY, paste the IP address, click on SSH, click on auth, click on credentials, browser private key. I have my Langflow key here. Then click on open. Okay. So wait for 1 or 2 minutes because it will take some time to connect the connect through PuTTY. Okay, so let's see what is our next step. And after do this SSH and credentials thing, now login as Ubuntu. Then once connected, change the password for the Ubuntu user using below command. And then now the password for the Ubuntu user set, you can connect to a VM desktop environment from any local Windows machine using RDP protocol, or Linux machine using Ramina. From your local Windows machine, go to the start menu. In the search box, type and select remote desktop connection. So also search about remote desktop connection. So here you can see that my remote desktop connection. Paste the IP address here also. Okay, we have already pasted our IP address in the remote desktop connection. Now open the PuTTY again and paste the IP address, click on SSH, click on auth, click on credentials, browse your private key, and click on browse your private key and click on open. So you can see that the message is coming now. Accept the terms and login as Ubuntu. Okay, so login as after login as Ubuntu. Now, what is our next step? So this is after login as Ubuntu. Once connected, change the password for the Ubuntu user. So copy this command, open your PuTTY, change the password. Okay, so we have changed the password. Your new password. You set up a new password according to your preference. So I am setting up my new password. Retype my new password, and you can see that the message that password updated successfully. Okay, now let's see what is our next step. Okay, so after this, you can open the remote desktop option, click on connect. Okay, so click on connect, click on yes, and wait for 1 or 2 minutes. So you can see that your remote desktop option, your VM is your virtual machine is also started. Give Ubuntu username as Ubuntu, and password you have set up in 6 step. So give password and click on OK. So it will start your VM. Now this will connect to you the VM desktop. Provide the username and password is set in the above reset password. Step 2, authenticate and click on OK. So we have already completed this step. Now you're connected to out of the box no code LLM and AI development using LangChain and Flowise using environment, LangChain and Flowise environment via Windows machine. So open this and again wait for 1 or 2 minutes. It will take some time. To connect using RDP via Linux machine, first note the external IP of the VM from VM details page. Then from your local Linux machine, go to the menu in the search box and type Ramina. Okay, so this is the step for Linux users. If you are a Linux user, if you Like if your OS is Linux, so you can use Ramina for connection. Okay, these are some simple steps. If you don't have Ramina in your system, so you can download from here. This is the direct link to Ramina. Okay, so after this, now you are connected to out of the box same in Linux machine. To access the Flowise user interface, copy the public IP address of the VM and paste in the browser. Hit enter, accept the security warning. Okay, so what is our next step? Copy this public IP address, type HTTPS, okay, and paste the public IP. Click on advanced, click on proceed to this IP, and you can see that your FlowWise AI interface is now here. You can explore this chat flows, agent flows, marketplace, tools, and other things. You can also set up your bright mode or dark mode. Then you can see that your this is your putty. Then wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. Then what is our next step? Here you if you available to you. Here you have your FlowWise UI available to you. You can create the new API key by navigating the API's key from the you can also create new API's key and other things. If you click on create key, so you can create new API keys. To add the new chat flow, select the chat flow. You can select your chat flow, click on add new, so you can like make new chat flow. Then on this page, you can select from various nodes to work with. You can, you can, here you can see that a lot of things like nodes and other things like LLMs and models, embeddings, other things. We have already, we will also cover these things our next lecture. So you can wait for it also. Okay, we have separate lectures for everything. So to set up the password for the FlowWise UI, connect via terminal as shown in the step 4 and run below command. Okay, so copy this command and open your terminal. So open the terminal and paste. So you can see that we have a lot of things here, and it will open the flowwise perboot.ssh file as shown below. So you can see that we have already opened this file. Now in the file comment line number 8 and comment line number 9, go to the end of this line, replace your password with your actual password you want to use as shown in the screenshot below. Okay, so where is our password? Password. Make it bigger. Here, you can see that your password here. And your username is admin and your password is give any password according to your preference which you have remind like I am giving any password like hello demo 123. Okay, so this is our password. Now let's see what is our next step. Okay, so we have do these steps. Once changes are made, save the file by pressing Control O. So we have press Control O. Our password is saved now. Okay, hello demo and the password here. This is your password. Now what is our next step? Now reboot the VM once VM is ready. So uh, okay, so this is the step. Control O and hit enter. Control O and hit enter. Okay, so we have completed this step. Now what is our next step? Now the reward exits the file using Control X. So press Control X. We have exist with the file. Now reboot the VM. Once VM is ready, access the flow by zone. It should look now it should ask you for the username and password. Enter username as admin and password. So go on VM. Okay, and yep. So we have now removed the VM once. So reboot the VM once, and once VM is ready, access the FlowWise UI. So you can do these steps, and yep, that's all about this video. And I hope you guys like this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe our channel, and wait for more such insightful videos on FlowWise and other technologies, latest technologies. And bye bye. We will meet in next video.